Hello and welcome to eMultiskills video tutorial. In this video tutorial, we will learn what is bloat or bloating in PostgreSQL. So let us see what is bloat in PostgreSQL. So let's take a scenario wherein an application is trying to update an existing record in a table of a particular database. So when a update happens, it does two actions. First, it creates a new record, which is a result of the update, and the previous value of that particular record is still existing in the database or in that particular table as a dead tuple. So let's say in that table, due to the application behavior, the rate of generation of those dead tuples is more than those tuples are getting removed. It is known as bloating. So you must have gone through the auto vacuum process wherein the dead tuples in the tables are removed due to auto vacuum. And if the rate of accumulation of the tuples in the database is more than the rate of the removal, it results in the existence of those dead tuples that they keep on accumulating. So that is known as bloat. Let us see a bloating scenario, how actually it happens. So I'm just taking the same example again. Our application is trying to update or delete the records in the database, let's say a particular table. In a minute, there are about hundreds of records. They are updated or deleted. And due to the behavior of Postgre, when 100 records are updated or let's say deleted, it results I it results in two action. If it is an update, 100 new records are generated as a result of update, and exact 100 records are accumulated as the dead tuples, which has the previous value. And if my auto clean process is running, which is used to remove the tuples, and let's say my auto clean, which is known as the auto clean process, is trying to remove those tuples, which is known as the auto vacuum process. It is removing 90 records per minute. So every minute 10 records are getting generated or accumulated as dead tuples. So this is leading to bloating. So in 1 minute, where 100 records are updated, 10 records are keep on accumulating. So you can understand how many dead tuples will generate in an hour or in a day if those dead tuples are not removed. So what is the problem they may cause to the PostgreSQL? First of all, the number of records, they will be more, although they will not be visible, but in terms of the size of the table, it increases. So what it does, it decreases the performance of overall query execution, wherein that particular table is involved, where bloating has happened. And when the bloating is there in a particular table, let's say there are 100 records, 1000 records in a particular table, and due to bloating, this has become 2000 or 3000. I'm assuming that those dead tuples are not uh, uh, removed, or due to let's say we are not knowing, or due to any reason, so we have not removed those dead tuples. So it leads into the inaccurate statistics of the table. So when the query having that particular table is executed, it gives the wrong statistics of the table. Instead of having the actual 1000 rows, it has more than 3000 rows. It has to traverse. So it gives the inaccurate statistics when the execution happens for that particular query wherein that table is involved. So when a query executes there, it generates an execution plan, and if the table statistics are not correct, then the execution plan will also not be optimum. And instead of giving the best results on a best time period, it will give you the result in an appropriate time. Let us suppose the execution time should be 10 seconds, then due to this bloating, and it depends upon the number of bloated rows, it may be more than that. So it is causing a lot of problems. So it causes the performance degradation of overall database where bloating has happened in those tables. So what are the options for removal of those? It has to be removed. So you can go for the vacuum full, which is a manual process. When you do the vacuum full for the entire database, let us suppose we are going to do the vacuum full for the entire database. It is a kind of complete downtime for the database. You cannot do anything in that particular time. So it is just like it is going to create a new copy, and the tables will be logged during that time, and you need to have double the space. uh, let's say your table is of 10 GB, then you need additional 10 GB so that it can create a new copy and can delete the older copy later. So this removes the bloat. Second is PG repack. So this is an online option to rebuild your tables where bloating has happened. And when this is not available by default, so you need to install this package. And once it is installed, you can do the online repacking of your database or the table. So what it does, it creates a fresh copy of the table without those dead tuples, and it is as good as your full vacuum, but this is not going to lock your table for like your vacuum processes doing. And last in this is the demo how to remove the bloat. So I have listed the step over here, and I'm logged in as a Postgre user. Let's log into pSQL prompt, and let us see the number of tables which I have. Let's say the databases I have. Let's go to DVD rental. So what we are going to do is we are going to do two things. One is, let us assume, although there is no bloating, I have not deleted or updated anything. So I'm going to run a vacuum verbose analyze. So what it is going to do, it is going to do, uh, let's say, vacuum full, and we can give the table name, or let's do it for the entire database. I'm not okay. Let me switch to DVD rental database. Yes, and now execute the vacuum command for the entire database. So you can see all the tables in that particular database are getting vacuumed. Although there is uh, no dead tuple, but it has done everything. So you can see uh, vacuuming this particular table, and the index. Let's say here also public dot film. This is the table name. This is the index name. So it will remove, since this is a very small sized database, but in large database it can take its own time, and this takes a lot of CPU and the compute resources, so you need to plan it during the complete downtime. And second is PG repack. So what I can do is, my PG underscore repack binary is available at this. We can do some kind of dry run for the database. So let's do this. So PG repack hyphen dry hyphen run DVD rental. So we are going to do a dry run. Oh, okay, this is, I have to come out of this, clear the screen, and let's do the dry run. So you can see repacking is happening. So it is going to repack the table again so that all the bloating is removed. This is a dry run, and when you do it, actually, you will be doing it like this. Uh, pg underscore repack hyphen d, then the database name, or you can give the table name also. So you can give hyphen hyphen table and the table name. I'm doing it for the entire database. So let's see how it is happening. So repacking table. So this has done. The first one was dry run, how it is going to happen. Then there is the next one is the actual run. So just a recap of what we have seen is what is bloating? Bloating is nothing, just the dead tuples which keeps on accumulating into the database, and when your auto vacuum process is not able to remove it, the number of data tuples keep on accumulating. That is known as the bloat. Bloating scenario we have taken wherein an application is generating a number of it is going to update a number of records, and few records keep on accumulating as dead tuples, resulting in the bloating and leads to the poor performance of the database due to the size of the table which has increased enormously, and the indexes go as well. The statistics of the table change because the actual records are named not same as the records which are present because of the dead tuples. The query execution plan go haywire because of the wrong statistics. And then we saw how to remove the bloating. We saw vacuum full, which locks all the table. Uh, and it requires downtime. Then another is PG underscore repack, wherein the repacking for the individual table happens or for the entire database, and this is an online activity. And this is good, and I have installed it separately, and once I have repacked all the tables, I'm going to remove this particular package. So then we saw how to remove the bloat using both the process uh, using vacuum full and then PG repack. I hope removal of bloating process is going to help, and thanks for watching.